What's good, YouTube? I'll be showing you guys today how to obtain the BYAKUGAN. So, in the first part of this video, I'll probably throw on like an overlay here shortly to kind of just show you the grind process. I'll explain right now as like the video might be playing in the background. Hopefully the gameplay won't be too distracting while I fruit summon and try to get a life fruit. But the first step to get to stage 1 BYAKUGAN. So this whole process will require 2 people. Unfortunately, you do need to find someone. You can do this while you're freshy, so you won't get killed and you won't get scooped. Because something different with the BYAKUGAN is whenever your eyes get taken, you actually don't get set far that back. Especially for like Otsutsuki and Hyuga. You can't really take stage 5 BYAKUGAN unless if you have a lot of sun. But stage 1, how to even awaken your BYAKUGAN. First of all, you need around 10 perfect blocks. Perfect blocks are as soon as your opponent does a heavy attack, you have to hit F and block. You have to get about 10 of those in order to even, activate the first stage. You also do need like a few, it's called combat XP, which is basically someone just hits your block. You just have to hold block and then they hit you a few times. I'll try to just get an NPC to show you guys kind of what I'm talking about, because my friend is not home right now and I just wanted to pop a video real quick just so you guys can get something to watch for tonight. So in order to activate your BYAKUGAN, let's say this is my friend. Currently what I'm doing is I'm farming combat XP. This is just me getting XP. I need to get hit a few times. And that is a heavy attack. So I need to hit those. I need 10 of those so even awaken it. But I can't really do it because the NPCs are really unpredictable. Right, you guys get the point though, alright? Once you get 10 perfect blocks, which is whenever you hear this audio, and you perfect block it as soon as you hear that or you see my character move, and you just hit F, you get 10 of those, you get like, I don't know, a minute worth of someone punching your block physically. You actually do need to get knocked. Knocked as in where, you dropped out but they don't end up actually fully killing you and getting the full grip. That's how you unlock the first step of the BYAKUGAN. So real quick, I just wanted to update. Whenever you do activate your BYAKUGAN, I'm kind of just randomly throwing this in the video because I found out recently that you need combat XP, which is when you basically, you block, someone punches your block multiple times over and over again. You need that for about like 3 to 5 minutes, and then you start the process of getting the stage 1, which is getting knocked. I'm kind of just throwing this wherever in the video. Hopefully I can find a good spot. I think I'll throw it in where I start talking about it. But yes, you need about 3 to 5 minutes of someone constantly just punching your block over and over and over again. Because that's just the first step. And then you need a few PBs, which is 10 to 15. And then you get knocked to stage 1. That's cool, I hate you, bro. I hate you, bro. Alright. For this next part, this is PBs. I couldn't get the video to actually go into CapCut for some reason and then just have my audio taken over. But here, I'm just showing off the PBs. Really simple. Just need another person. If it makes it easier for you, you can also go into first person, which will make it a lot more easier. Like I said, stage 1, in order to even awaken it, is 10 PBs and then getting knocked. Stage 2 is around 25 PBs. And then stage 3 is around 50 PBs. And then stage 4 is 100 PBs. Stage 5 is just 100 plus. There's not really a number on it. You just got to keep going back and checking. you see in the video later on that you go to the blind man and see if you're ready for stage 5. Paco wasn't ready at some points of the video, but I don't think we put that in. But you also do need activations, which I believe at Fort Mellow, I think I showed that in the video. We just form activations by jumping off the map. With it being activated, you set your spawn points in Fort Mellow, and then when you jump off, activate it, you respawn. You don't have to wait for the mode timer, because you would have to wait 99 seconds for it to go down, your mode being used. If you have it maxed, or if regularly it's 39 seconds. But then you also will have to wait for the 59-second cooldown. Here's me doing it first person. One quick method for activations is coming to Fort Mellow, which if you're watching this video and you already have a Hyuga or Tsutsuki, you definitely know how to come here. If you don't, you gotta find out some other way. So I'm not gonna show you. Anyways, set your spawn point here. And you're gonna wanna head up this way. And then in this game there's this thing called White Void. What White Void is basically the end of the map, but it's not the same as Void itself. Whenever you look down a Void, maybe I'll pop up some, screen. I'll pop it up on the screen. It looks dark and black. That Void will kill you if you jump in it. White Void is, if you fall down there, you respawn, you don't lose life force. So the way we can use that to our advantage is activate your BYAKUGAN, fall off the map. This counts as activation because you saw my eyes go off, and you saw, the whole BYAKUGAN animation. You actually end up respawning in Fort Mellow, and you can keep doing this over and over and over again. The reason this helps a lot is because you not only have to wait for the 100-second timer, if you did upgrade it. If you didn't, it's I believe 39 seconds, and then the cooldown for it is 60 seconds regardless if it's upgraded stage 1 or stage 9. And by stage 9 it just means how long the BYAKUGAN is actually activated for. So this saves you a lot of time. I mean, it's probably 10 seconds to get up there instead of waiting 170 in my case, or 160 in my case, because I have it fully maxed, as well as the cooldown is 60 seconds. So that's a quick and easy. So throughout your BYAKUGAN, activations, PBs, getting combat XP, you're gonna want to actually come up here to the most important spot, which is Hyuga's Palace. And this guy will be a big help to you. He's the Hyuga Elder. In order to even upgrade your BYAKUGAN. So you got the stage 1, you got 100 perfect blocks, which is the sound that I guys taught you. You got 100 activations, and you're still at stage 1. You have to come and talk to him, and he'll show you different prompts, like your eyes still need more training, so you either need more PBs or you need more activations. If you guys get a proc soul, which on the top of the screen, it'll pop up. Maybe I'll show you guys an example. Throw it in the video somewhere. It'll show you your activations, your PBs, perfect blocks, and you might have to just work on those and just catch up. But this guy will help you activate all the way to stage 4, which for Otsutsuki and Hyuga you both need stage 4. So always come and check on this guy. For those of you who are Hyuga, you guys have a special ability to where you can unlock stage 5. You guys get to get either Hinata's or Neji's eyes, which in my case I'm Otsutsuki. I don't like running Hyuga. The Hyuga eyes are cool, but I do like having an extra skill path which the Otsutsuki does grant, so I just use the stage 4. You talk to this guy, and he'll give you a different prompt. You either said your eyes need more combat experience, which is basically more PBs and more activations. I believe my friend needed 100 PBs and 100 activations. Or maybe more. He had more PBs than activations, but he did need a minimum of 100 activations. And once this guy actually gives you the prompt telling you are ready, you must fight, whatever he says, and he says you're ready. You actually have to use your BYAKUGAN. And look at the void here. So this is the dark void. But in one of these voids, you're gonna be able to spot the entrance to the Hyuga place. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see. I have to turn up the brightness. But here's kind of a cutout of the void, and only people with the Byakugan can really see this. Nobody else. There's not like another side here where it's open. Usually the sides will swap, so you can kind of see where it is. But it's never the same place twice. This is a very good place for running. Just to prove to you guys. You jump down here, and here is Neji. So in order to get Neji, or stage 5, you have to complete this boss by yourself 100%. And this guy is like probably one of the hardest bosses because of his, he teleports behind you, gets 64 palms, he gets the whole whirlwind, whatever. He does a lot more damage than you do. The best way to cheese him, I will not be fighting him just because I don't need to, I don't want to, and I don't want to lose life force because I'm at 75. All you do is run in a circle, use your 64 palms. If you're down here without 64 palms, you are not getting stage 5. You basically just run in circles, jump. He teleports behind you, you just dash out, and you use 64 palms. You keep doing that over and over and over and over again until you actually defeat him. Once you defeat him, you'll be able to teleport out the middle. There'll be a little teleporter there you can actually get out of. You maybe will get some good loot, and you might get the Neji wraps. The martial wraps is what they call it in this game. So Neji's eyes really don't do anything different except do a lot more damage and a lot faster 64 palms. And if I'm correct, you also get multiple targets that get hit. And his big M1, which is this, it's a lot bigger. It sucks people in. That's all it does. Just sucks people in. The thing with Hinata's though, I'll show you in a second here. You have your eyes? Huh? Alright, pop them. The thing with Hinata's is once you hit the M1, if you can go ahead and hit the 1 button, it actually doesn't suck you in, but it blows up. So no matter if you're actually blocking or not, you're getting hit with it no matter what. So for Void, it's pretty good. And you can just spam it. So I mean, he could click it and not even wait. He can just click twice and it'll explode on him immediately. So if you can do that real quick. Sick. And then instead of getting a 64 palms, which is the traditional, traditional Byakugan move for the M2, he actually gets something different. So if you can go ahead and do the M2, he gets a barrage that not only uses more of my chakra, but whenever he punches me, go ahead and punch me just normally, he actually steals my chakra. And it's a pretty good amount. It's 5 chakra per hit, and he actually ends up getting this chakra. Can you punch me one more time? He actually does 10 health per hit, and that's without charging his chakra, which is taijutsu. You go ahead and hit me with charging your chakra. So just to quickly barge in again. The reason he's doing so much damage is he has the Lee armor, or it's just called Fighter's Alpha in the game. It's where you need 2 of the, where you go fight Lee, like the green armor dude. His green armor actually does a lot more damage. I think here it says it's 34%. I don't know if that's accurate. I think some cases on some different articles it said 40%. I don't know. I've never really ran it. But the one issue is the chakra region on that armor sucks. So you're really stuck on using your M1s compared to chakra moves, which in this game, if you don't know, you need a lot of chakra. It depends on the build. But the other one that I was using, I can't find any stats on it. Is the Neji armor, which the Neji wraps are dropped through fighting Neji and killing him. So while you're fighting him during the boss where you have to kill him 100% by yourself, or if you do it with friends, obviously it won't qualify for stage 5, but if you need the armor, all you need is 1 Neji wrap, and then you're able to get it, which it boosts walk speed, max HP, melee damage, supposedly it adds slash resistance, which I think it does. Paco, do you know if the Neji wraps add slash resistance? No, I'm not sure. You're not sure. But I mean, it just doesn't use as much chakra. You're still a lot lower on chakra, but compared to um, the Lee reps, you do get a slight more boost in chakra region. which you run out quick with Byakugan. I mean, you're getting these cooldowns every 8 seconds. You can just spam the eyes, and you're running out of chakra constantly if you're not actually hitting them. New players will usually just typically just spam the eyes. First move, second move, use Water Dragon. That's his build, Water Dragon, and then barely hit ones. Which these armors in this build or the build that he was running really relies on basically the armor or relies on the playstyle. The other one that I can recommend to you that is another boss or another armor that you can do that I recommend with the Byakugan once you have 64 palms is Haku. He has probably one of the best, if not the best, chakra regions. Probably right after maybe like Naruto armor or Sasuke armor. Those armors are pretty good. But Haku gives a lot of chakra. I run a heavy chakra build. So I know from experience it's Neji reps. Or sorry, Haku reps. That's probably like the best armor I can recommend if you're not super comfortable with taijutsu or if you are just constantly using chakra over and over and over again. Go ahead and get yourself some Haku reps. If you can get the Neji's armor, cool, check it out. If you don't like it, go straight to Haku. That's it. So now, if he also charges his chakra, holding C, and then punches me, he actually does a whopping around 12 damage. But the reason he also does a lot more damage is because of the Lee armor that he's wearing, which by defeating the boss Lee, he gets 30% more taijutsu damage, which isn't the most optimal for the Byakugan, especially because the Byakugan uses a lot of chakra. And if he were to, just punch me regularly, he actually just gets a lot more chakra. So if you can show the first move again, the first M1. This I can walk out of, but it explodes. Second one, I'll block for all of these if you can do the second move. No matter what, goes through the punch, and he did about, 100 damage in like 2 moves. You pop a bowl up again real quick, just so you guys can actually see. Can you do both of them again? Sorry, 150. Down to 100 if you can hit me with the right click. So he did just around 80 to 100 damage, which is, for 2 moves, is kind of insane. But yeah, both moves go through block. He does see farther just a tiny bit. The requirements for it, like I said, you have to have 100 activations. You might need a little bit more than 100 perfect blocks. There's not really a specific number on that just because people don't want to count. Just get 100 for both because they're both already required for stage 4. So you have to get it anyway for stage 4. And then that's pretty much it. Wait, come here real quick.